Welcome back to the channel, guys. Episode 14 of the Youth Academy Challenge, and today we've got a season update and also the youth intake. Let's do it. It's season 5, guys, and the table looks like this. Unfortunately, we will not be in the promotion stage. We'll be in the relegation stage. Now, there's a few reasons for that. Main one, my goalkeeper's been taken off me. Let's stop talking about that now. The other thing is that we've introduced a lot of younger players into the starting 11 this season, so it's looking a little bit rough at the moment, but we are still 12 points clear of the 11th spot, which is obviously where you can get relegated. If I just quickly move to the relegation stage, there we can see there. 12 points off Hidovra in 5th, well, 11th, but you get the point. HIK will be bottom, I'm pretty certain of it. But we've got a few players into the first team now, and now I'm going to show you them now. Not many of them have got too much better, so we're not going to spend too much time talking about them. That's really going to happen when we hit professional level and we get to the top division and we get more of a consistent growth with players. Because at the moment, I've got players going up, and they're going back down, they're going up a little bit, back down, and they are slightly getting better, but it's not very fast, which is absolutely fine because that's the part of the struggle. I'm going to speak again about Mr. Blomqvist in goal because he's actually improved now quite a fair bit to the point where the coaches think he's now a 2.5-star goalkeeper, which is always good. Always good. Now, I'm always on the lookout for another goalkeeper, so we might get one in this intake. I'm not entirely sure. But he's getting a little bit better. Now, that is obviously good, but we concede a lot of goals. Now, our style of play, as you know, makes us concede a lot of chances, a lot of goals. Whereas before, the other goalkeeper we had was sort of playing above what he should have been, and he was one of the best players in the team, and we were conceding less goals from good chances because he was making some ridiculous good saves. Blomqvist isn't making those saves because he's not as good as him, but he's improving, so hopefully he can get to that level. We shall see. Up next then, we've got centre-back / left-back Karl-Heinz Cohen. Now, I say / left-back because I have reverted him lately to left-back because Hildebrand isn't good enough. He's been sort of one of our weakest players at left-back for a while. But also we've got two decent centre-backs. They are real players. They're not Nugents, but they are both still pretty good. So I have actually moved him out to left-back for the moment. Also, he helps with back post headers. We was conceding a lot of them, so now I've changed him to go left-back. It's worked slightly, but we do need a centre-back or a left back, and then I can move this guy or keep him where he is. Basically, I need another defender, at least one more defender in this next intake, or the next couple of intakes. He's improved quite a lot, though. He's now our second best defender. I think he's behind Hansen. Oh, no, he's as good as Hansen now down here. You guys can't see it. You sort of can. They're both 3.5-star, basically. He's still obviously low determination because he's got 4 determination. That's not no sign of going up just yet. But his mentals, everything that you really need is around 10, if not more, a little bit less, and his physicals are all above 10 really, apart from strength, but again that should go up, and his tackling and marking's gone up to 10. So this guy's quite good, and do you know what, I think he's going to be around for a while with us. I'm going to try and get him onto a big contract. Remember as well, he is only 16, so we shall see. It might be a blessing in disguise that he's got low determination and he doesn't improve really fast, because I'm sure if he had improved really fast we might have actually lost him. So it might be a good sign that this low personality, low determination is sort of like hindering him a little bit. He actually suits us, I think. So he's doing really well at the moment. Back over to Kim Rask-Heitman again, the main man, really, the best midfielder we've got. Well, the best Nugent we've got. Ibsen is probably still the best player we've got. But he's playing really, really well. He can play in any real role, anything. Maybe not playmaker, but that's about it. He's got 8 goals in 15 games from Shadow Striker, which is really, really good. His physicals are now catching up his mentals, and hopefully his technicals follow that. But again, being really good. Had a few injuries, so he's not played every single match. I've had to sort of like put him back in really quite slow sometimes, but he's doing quite well. Mads Ephraimson then, he's improved quite a lot actually. He's off the ball's gone up to 10. His decisions have gone up to 8. His anticipations have gone up to 9. And his dribbling has gone up to 11. And his technique's up to 12. He's still a bit pacey, but I have noticed he's playing a little bit better lately. Now, obviously, that's because he's improving. If we can keep getting a little bit more, just a little bit more in a few areas, we might have a really, really, really good second division player eventually. He's still only 18 though, fairly determined, so decent personality. Last but not least, we're going to go with Jonas Falster. Now, he's only played 4 games, because like I said before, He came in December. Well, his 16th birthday was in December, so he could only play the last four games, of the first stage. He's played them. He's got 1 goal, 6.5 average rating. Not very good, but he's improving already. Now, fairly professional personality does help us out a lot. But what I've done is I've just thrown him in straight up front. And yeah, he's not quite good enough right now, so we're sort of playing with 10 a little bit in certain areas. Sometimes we're playing with 9 with a few players because they're not quite good enough yet. But I'm hoping if we can just sort of try and grind some results out while these guys are in the team, and as they improve, because they're good personalities, we can hopefully pick up results as a team that's sort of all good together, rather than putting 3 youngsters in with 8 real players, the youngsters being really good, the old players getting really old, and then the new players are nowhere near and we get relegated. I'm trying to do it really subtly, really carefully, and it's tough. It's a tough balancing act, especially when you're semi-professional as well. But yeah, he's got 14 decision making, 15 teamwork, 12 stamina, 15 aggression. So I am playing as a pressing forward at the moment. I might just go straight back to advance forward because I think that's what works best in my tactic. But I've been playing as a pressing forward, so we'll see. The rest of them haven't improved too much since last time. If there's anybody that you guys want me to show, and put it in the comments, and next episode I will actually have a look and show you guys an update. No problem. It only takes me 10 seconds to show you guys. It's not really a problem. But let's get on to the intake because that is why we're all here. Here we go then. I honestly cannot remember the intake preview. I'm sure you guys can if you've just come from the last episode, but we need some good players. This one hopefully is the best one because we've had some upgrades in between. We've got excellent junior coaching, excellent youth recruitment, and our youth facilities have been upgraded to adequate as well. Also, before I click on this, I also think that this intake should be the first one properly from my new head of youth, because this is the 3rd one, and this is apparently where the staff that work on Football Manager have said that they start taking over properly. So let's have a look then. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, we've got two 4-star current ability players. Oh my god. 2 4 stars. Advance forward and a winger. I don't really need a winger, but... Oh, we'll have to change formation here. Maybe. I've got 2 strikers and I've also got Falster. Oh my god, this is exciting. Right, guys, let's have a look at these players quickly. As long as they've not got bad personalities, that is the thing. If they're both unambitious, it will kill me. Resolute. Mercenary is not great, but Resolute's good. Oh my god, look at the determinations, guys. We've got 1 unambitious here with Kevin Rasmussen. Look at everyone else. Look at this. Fairly ambitious. Balance is not amazing, but fairly professional, spirited, fairly determined. Fairly sporting is not amazing, but it's not unambitious. Fairly professional. Obviously, unambitiousness is not great. We've got a mercenary who has got low loyalty, and we've got Resolute, which is really good. Wow. This is exciting. Right, okay, so I've sorted by ability. Let's have a look from the bottom. So I'm not going to sign these guys up. Pretty certain about that. We'll have a look at Thomas King, the left midfield, right midfield. Yeah, he's not going to be signed up. So we're going to terminate those guys straight away, because that's what it is. We've also got a goalkeeper, by the way, as well. Stefan Krogstrup, 2 stars current ability. So he's nearly as good as my actual goalkeeper, which is amazing. Okay, then. Let's have a look at Gregors Thompson, who is fairly ambitious, 5 stars. He can play anywhere across the attacking midfield side of things, and he's only 15. But he's only got 1 star current ability, so he might not be amazing right now. Let's have a look. Do you know what? He's not even bad. He's not even bad. 10 finishing. He's probably a shadow striker. If we do stay with this formation, we might have to change. I might have to look to change. We'll see. We're going to have to work on his mentals. He's got anticipations low, his composure's low. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't really need positioning because it's a defensive attribute and he's going to be playing high up the pitch, but decent passing at 8. Work rate's all right, technique's all right, balance is okay. He's not that slow for 15 years old. He's definitely going to get signed up because of his personality, but yeah, I mean, it looks like we've definitely turned a corner, and hopefully this head of youth development now doesn't get taken off us, because he's produced an intake there that I think is, well, I mean, you guys can see it's the best one yet by distance. Right then. I cannot wait to get to those guys at the top. Mike Argelund, right winger, 6'4". We're getting a lot of really tall wingers. Don't really need wingers. Balanced personality. Let's have a look though. Yeah, not too bad. He's left-footed. Got a few problems with anticipation, composure, decision making, like the last guy. 15 technique though, 6'4", good at jumping. Definitely signing him up. Definitely see how he ends up because he could end up being a very good backup right winger for us. You never know. Right then, Carsten Dyer, left back, right back, and midfield left. Hopefully, he's a full back. Hopefully, fairly professional personality. 15 years old, 5'2", so he might struggle at full back if he's really bad at heading, which he will be. But 12 determination. Let's have a look at Carsten. Ooh. I mean, he has only got 1 jumping reach, but he could be a very, very good left back. 6 dribbling, and I always look at dribbling on fullbacks because that is where the difference is. It's easy to find fullbacks that can defend on FM. You'll find it's good. It's easy to find fullbacks, but it's very hard to find wingbacks who can dribble and affect things. And he's got 8 flair, 8 off the ball. Yeah, we're gonna have to work on his 6 off the ball. We're gonna have to work on that. But he's got 8 positioning, 9 marking. He's got a bit of pace about him. His jumping isn't very good, but I'm happy with him. He's going to be our backup left back as soon as he's available, which is on the 9th, 23rd of September next season. So he will go straight onto the subs bench when he's old enough. Very good player. Really excited about that, which is really good because he's one of the ones that I wasn't as excited about just because of his positions. I thought he's probably going to be not good enough to be a winger and not good enough to be a fullback, but he's definitely a fullback. So that is fantastic to get him. Jonas Christensen. Now, this guy's also a left back. We've also got another left back there. Oh, my God. We have 3 left backs after I just said that we were struggling. So, Karl-Heinz Cohen, then, he's probably going to go back into centre-back, which is pretty... Well, not now, but when these guys become 16. We've got 2 centre-backs as well. A guy from Faroe Island, which is pretty cool. I'm so excited, guys. I'm just talking. Anyway, Jonas Christensen, left back, and he can only play left back. Spirited as well. He's unflappable, which is really good. This guy's going to improve really fast. 6'2". Let's have a look at Jonas. Oh my God. I'm happy with this fella. 13 long throws, which is pretty cool. Off the ball, really low at 4. Not as much of a wing back, this guy. 4 composure. Definitely need to work on that. We're going to work on attacking movement to start with, I think. That should get his off the ball up. We don't want him to be sort of, when we've got the ball, I want him to be an outlet sometimes. But yeah, he looks quite good. He's already 16, so he could go on the bench right now, to be honest. What a player. I've got high hopes for him just because of his personality and his media handling style. This guy's going to improve fast. Next, we've got the guy from Faroe Islands, Jens Martin Idisgard. I don't know how you say that. Anyone in the chat that is familiar with Faroese, please let me know. But 17 determination on this guy, centre-back. Let's have a look. Oh, he's left-footed as well, which is really nice. Wow, you guys can definitely see, can't you, the difference here. This is fantastic. So, mentals are looking good. Even the physicals. I know he's got 4 pace. And the strength doesn't bother me. It's 4, but it doesn't bother me because he's 6'3" and he's only 16. So that will go up to about... By the end of next season, his strength should be 7 or 8, I think. It will go quite fast. Physicals go really fast in the first 2 or 3 seasons they come through. So that doesn't really bother me. I'm going to hard focus his paces at some point, but to start with, I think we're going to focus on his marking. Get that up. His positioning will go up and his decision making as well, but let's get that up. His bravery at 5 isn't amazing, but left-footed. It looks like we've got our Nugent back line in the next couple of seasons. Again, good for determination, good personality. Really, really happy. 6'3". That jumping reach will only go up as well, so we've got a threat from corners too. And he's from Faroe Islands, which is even more cool. Next then, Soren Nielsen. This guy wasn't born in Sleels. He was born in Farborg. 6'2", 16 as well straight away. So he could go on the bench if we want to. Fairly determined personality and 1.5-star current ability. Let's have a look at Soren. Not as good, but 15 jumping reach. Left-footed as well. I would have quite liked this guy to be right-footed because now we've got Soren Nielsen. We've got Idisgard, the guy from Faroe Islands, is left-footed. And we've also got Karl-Heinz Cohen, who was left-footed. So I would have quite liked him to be right. And then we could have had a bit of a... It doesn't really matter. Beggars can't be choosers, like I keep saying. If you look at it on the surface of things, 8 tackling, not too bad. 9 marking, not bad. 9 positioning, not bad. 9 acceleration, not bad. 9 pace, guess what? Not bad. Better strength than the last guy. And also, if you look at these ones here, anticipation, bravery, composure, because these 5 here, from anticipation down to decisions, these are very underrated for defenders. If you guys can get these very high, then it's very useful. Again, 9 positioning, not bad at all. If those 9s were literally just 10s, he would look unbelievable. In reality, They're only one below. So actually, this guy looks better than he first looks if you keep looking at him. Very excited again. 2 good centre-backs, 2 good personalities. The only gripe is the fact that he's left-footed and not right. But it's fine. Here we go then. Goalkeeper, Stefan Krogstrup. So all these guys now are 2-star current ability. The next 4. So these next 4 should be better than the last 4. And these last 4 we've been quite impressed with. So this should be good. Stefan Krogstrup. Goalkeeper, 6'4", fairly sporting, level-headed. Let's have a look at Stefan. 12 jumping, 6'4", really good. Composure at 2 is not amazing, but again, he's got the... this guy's better than Ibrahim Sert when he came through. That is probably the best compliment I can give him. He was better. This guy's better. So, you never know. He's York or could start next year's season if we wanted to. If this guy improves quite quick, then he might overtake Blomqvist. We shall see. But we're going to have 2 goalkeepers. Another thing as well is every 3 or 4 months, maybe more, my captain and my best player, Ibsen, because he's a captain and team leader, he keeps coming to me and saying, we haven't got good depth at goalkeeper. And I'm like, you're right, but I can't sign anyone, mate. I obviously can't say that. But I just say we've got good young up-and-coming players to come through. And then I hope that my goalkeeper will improve enough. Now, hopefully, I've got 2, and I can say that, and it will actually work, rather than him thinking I'm just lying to him constantly, which is not good. So Stefan Krogstrup is definitely going to help us. Kenneth Olsen then. This could potentially be the best left-back of the intake, and this will be the 3rd one. Fairly professional, only 5'7", 15 as well, 13 determination. Let's have a look at Kenneth. Oh my God. By far the best one. By far the best one. Straight away you can see it. And he's even got 10 jumping reach, which is really nice. Yeah, this guy sort of... As soon as he's 16, he's going to go at left back. Do you know what? Thoughts. Thoughts are going on, guys. I'm going to let you know the thoughts. Let me just speak honestly. We're all friends here. I've been thinking, and I've been doing this or thinking about this on my stream save on Twitch. Just bear with me. So, I've been wanting a save where the right back is an inverted wing back. Now, if we have a look at Kenneth, he's not bad for an inverted full back. He's not a wing back. He's not amazing, but it's his 2nd best role after full back. He's an inverted wing back before he's a wing back, apparently. Now, if we retrain this guy to right back, because Carlson, honestly, at right back, you know the guy that we re-signed, the Icelandic guy, in the first couple of seasons? Well, he's not that good. I'll show you him now. Here he is. So he's playing at right back because we've got no one else. But he's got a 6.82 average rating. He's got 5 assists. But some of these teams in my league, most of these teams, 90% of these teams have got good wingers. They've got good fast wingers, and this guy gets bullied. He gets bullied on the back post headers, even though he's 6 foot. And just in general, he gets a little bit bullied. So his potential's gone down to 4-star, but this guy would be an amazing backup right back. I've also tried this guy as an inverted fullback as well, a wing back at sometimes, because that's actually his best role, and it's worked. So if we can get a formation set up and a tactic set up, and if I do decide to change the tactic, I will talk us through it in the episode. It will be an episode just about the tactic, so you guys can see what I'm doing, rather than just being like, right guys, we've got a new tactic, bang. I will literally go through it together. So it's sort of, these series, as I'm hoping, is sort of every single part of the game. Obviously, we're going to play some games when we get into Europe in the top division. But right now, I don't think games are the best thing to do unless they're for promotion or relegation or a cup game. We don't really get far in the cups. But if we get something as important as a new tactic, I will go through it, obviously, because I think I like to do that with you guys. I like to sort of try and help people if they don't know things, or maybe I'm saying things and other people pick up on it and it helps them in their games. But the bottom line of those thoughts that I just had is Carlson isn't improving, and I need better than him if we want to go up. So the last guy that we just showed, Olsen, there he is. Hopefully he could be an inverted wing back from right back. What is his right foot like? Fairly strong. See, that's making me think it even more. Yeah, I think Olsen probably becomes our inverted wing back. And again, I'm going to have to make a formation. It might be the same one and we just make the right back inverted, but I'll probably have to change a few things. We'll see. Anyway, I'll go away and have a think about it. and I'll let you guys know in the next episode. Next up, then we got Frederick Anderson, midfield centre and attacking midfield centre. Now, fairly professional. I was looking at that guy unambitious. Fairly professional is Frederick. So I am wanting a long-term replacement for our best player, Ibsen. That's what I need, because he's about 27, 28, and he's fine for a couple of seasons, but I do want a full Nugent team at some point, because Ibsen's not going to get any better. He's very good, but he's not going to get any better. So let's have a look at Frederick then. Again, he's 5'10", which is pretty tall for an attacking midfielder. Let's have a look. Yeah, really, really good again. Really good. 15 technique, guys. 14. Look at the mentals on him already at 15 years old. He's going to be able to go straight into the team at the start of next season. He's probably actually going to be the long-term replacement for Ibsen. Good first touch, good technique, passing 10, vision 12, already at 15. Good decision making. We can get the composure up. I'm going to hard focus, whatever. The composure straight away. And again, his physicals aren't that bad. 7, the least one. That's fine. What a player. Really happy with him as well. It's definitely a different crop, this. If this is a 2-star current ability player, by the way, I can't wait to see these guys that are 4 stars. We could have ballers. We might lose both of them. But if they can help us a couple of seasons, we'll be really, really happy. So let's have a look at the next one then. Kevin Rasmussen. Same positions as Anderson, but unfortunately it was ambitious. Now, if he's really good to look at attribute-wise, I will sign him up. But I don't really want to, because I don't want him to take game time away from Anderson and the other guys like Thompson, etc. So let's have a look at Rasmussen. Okay, centre midfielder, and he's only got 4 vision. Do I sign him up? Do I sign him up? I probably shouldn't. I'm not going to lie to you. I probably shouldn't. Again, what do you guys think? I'm actually not going to carry on playing after this. I'm going to let you guys get in the comments. So if you're watching this and you want to help me out the most, leave a comment if you think I should sign Rasmussen up, because I'm struggling with this one a little bit. Part of me's thinking one ambitious player isn't too bad, and he might actually improve from the other guys. I think I might do that. We'll see. Next then, we've got the 2 stars of the show. Now, Dalglass here, the 6'1", 16-year-old resolute personality, he can actually play in the first team straight away because he's 16. So we're actually going to have a look at Ablak first, because he can't play just now. He's a right winger / striker. Let's have a look at Ablak. Okay, now he's not as good as I thought he would be straight away, but he's still good. 15 passing. He might have to play on the right wing, I think. And to be fair, he's 16 before the end of the season finishes, I think. So I actually think that he could play off the right wing at the end of this season, which would be really, really good. 15 passing. I like it. Good pace, good agility. I think he's definitely a better winger than a striker. I will work on his dribbling in his first touch, though, because he's probably actually more of a striker looking at that. We'll see. But again, cannot knock a 4-star current ability player. What a player. Looks really good. Can't wait. And the last one, Loris Dalglass. 6'1", resolute, perfect player to get through an intake. Let's have a look at him. Oh my god. Oh my god. 14 finishing. We've just got a ready-made striker, guys. A guy that can just go straight in. Now, the only worrying thing is his 4 natural fitness. This guy's going to score goals straight away. He's going to have to replace Falster. I've got no choice but to put him straight in as our number 9. Wow, 15 technique as well. I think we're probably going to lose that guy. I think by this time next season, he's going to have interest from like your top 4 or 5 teams in Denmark. Yeah, I'd be surprised if Copenhagen don't come in for this fella. Wow. Wow. What an intake, guys. What do you guys think? I think that's a 10 out of 10. Honestly, I do. Leave a like on the video, guys. As always, it helps us out a lot for the engagement and the algorithm. Leave a subscription on the channel. That would be fantastic. And until next time, as always, I'll catch you then. Goodbye.